best action, the home of the best simulation. Click the subscribe button to Australia's finest video gaming YouTube channel today. GFYS Gaming Australia. Action is pleasure, simulation is key.
Welcome to Engineer Training. Here you'll be taken through the operation of an Electromotive Division SD40 diesel-electric locomotive. During this brief introduction, we will go through the critical locomotive controls and refueling of the locomotive. When you're ready, climb aboard to get started. Take a seat in the engineer's position. This is where you'll be spending. The main circuit breaker is used to allow power to the locomotive. The engine will first need to be primed to start the locomotive. Use the indicated switch and hold it in the prime position for 10 seconds. Now that the engine has been primed, it's time to start it up. Using the same switch as before, move it into the start position and hold it there for 5 seconds to start the engine. With the engine now running, set the isolation switch to the run position. Nice work! The locomotive is now ready for operation. This locomotive has 3 brake systems. The automatic brake controls the brakes on the locomotive and all the cars in the consist. The independent brake is used to control only the locomotive's brakes and is primarily used when running light. The dynamic brake is used to help control the train's speed when operating on mainline and branch line grades. As we are running light loco, we will use the independent brake to control our speed. Now move the automatic brake. The cut-off valve will need to be set to the required position. Do this now by moving the cut-off valve and setting it to freight. The MU2A valve must also be set up to the required position. Move the indicated switch and set it to lead or dead. Activate the auxiliary systems as indicated. The selector. For this introduction, we will be moving this locomotive over to the fuel racks to refuel. This yard features manual switches which will need to be set on foot before departing. This locomotive is now ready for service. Coasting is a method used to efficiently make. Keeping to speed limits is important. If you begin speeding, apply a small amount of brake by moving the handle into the braking range. The refueling point is behind us. Make sure that the switches are set to the correct position and then reverse the locomotive to the fuel racks. With the locomotive now positioned next to the fuel rack, you will need to prepare the locomotive for refueling. To begin, open the fuel cap to allow access to the locomotive's fuel tank. With the hose now Nice work. The locomotive is now fully fueled and ready for service. Return the hose back to the fuel rack and reattach the fuel cap to finish the job. Good work. That concludes all of the basics of operating and refueling this locomotive.
SD40 Introduction for Train Sim World on the Clinchfield Railroad, ladies and gentlemen. And we hope you enjoyed that one. We've been playing it on the PC version. And you would have been seeing the freezing issue a little bit in that one. That was happening with some of those camera angles, and when I was pressing the horn and that issue has returned to the game. It was an issue that was here a few months ago and got fixed up. Not the update before the April 6th one, but the one before that. It got fixed, and now it's back again after this April 6th update. So I'm very upset about it, but that's why we've been doing gameplay via the PS4 with the other two introductions and stuff as well. So anyway, this one's been done on PC. It's exactly the same across the board, so you should have no problems getting this introduction done if you are stuck. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn that notification bell on. Like us at Facebook. Follow us at Twitter. We'll see you on our next journey.